This is the bone video for the axial skeleton. I'm going to start by first pointing out the cranial bones, and then I'll attempt to answer the questions accordingly. Okay, so for the cranial bones, we have the frontal bone, which is right here, the parietal bones, which are right here on the sides. We got the occipital bone, which is back here. The occipital protuberance is this little notch right up in here. It defines whether it's a man or a woman's skeleton. The woman's protuberance is a little bit smaller than the guy's. The temporal bone is right here, approximately, and the phenoid bone is approximately right there. Okay. Now we have, for the temporal bone, the external view, we have the mastoid process, which is back here. Yeah, back here. And then the styloid process is right underneath the mastoid process. And then the external acoustus meatus is right, if you look laterally, it would basically be like where the ear is from there. Yeah. And then we have the sutures. If you could come a little bit closer up this way. The sutures are right here. The coronal suture, which is this suture right here at the top. The sagittal suture, which is this fusing right here across, right down the middle. The lambdoid suture is back here. It's right here, which connects the parietal bones to the occipital bone back here. And the squamous suture is right here. The parietal bone is connected to the temporal bone right here through that sagittal suture. It's a little bit undistinct right now, but that's basically where it is. And then we have the facial bones, which are, let's see right here. We have the zygomatic bone, which is right here. We have the vomer, which is inside the nasal canal right there. The maxilla is basically up here on top of the teeth. The alveolar processes are these bones right, the gum lines over here. And the inferior nasal concha will be somewhere inside that nasal cavity up there. Okay. Now, if I look at, right here. Then I have the mandible, which is this moving piece right here. Let's see, the angle of the mandible is right here. The genu, the actual mandible is that piece. The genu, which is like the chin area, which is right there. The mandible ramus is right here. And the coronoid process of the mandible is that connecting piece between your cheek and your nasal cavity, right back up in there. Okay. And then I have the vertebral column, which I'll turn to the back. There are 4 curves in the adult vertebral column. There's 2 primary, which are the thoracic and the sacral, which is right here. And then the secondary ones are the cervical and the lumbar. The lumbar and the cervical is up here. Let's see, the atlas, which is on the cervical vertebrae, is right here. And it articulates from the superior with the base of the skull, so it basically holds your skull into place. And there's 7 cervical vertebrae. Okay. The thoracic vertebrae, there's 12 of them. And they have, you want to point out the spinous process, which is, the spinous process is right here. The transverse process is right here in the curvature area. And the intravertebral forearm is right here, the lower curve of the body. Let's see. Now, if we look at the sternum, which would be in the front of the body, which is this right here. Let's see. We have the mandibrium, which is right here. The mandibrium, which is right there. The body of the sternum is right here. And the xiphoid process is this tip right here. And the jugular notch will be right under here. So, yeah, right under here somewhere. The ribs, there are true ribs and there's false ribs. Let's see, there's 7 true ribs. Ribs 1 through 7 are the true ribs, and then ribs 8 through 12 are the false ones, so otherwise called floating ribs. And then the head and the neck, the head right here, which is basically connected to the vertebral column, and then the neck over here, and then the part that connects to this is like the rib cartilage. This is bone, but it's softer than the actual rib right here. And yeah, I guess that's it for now for the axial skeleton video.